right? First and foremost, we give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Basham Yahushai, Basham Hakodash.
the the apostles and elders are great millstones, salutations to the elect, brethren, opposite for calling and the confusion of faces, brothers and local different nations, they scattered abroad, right? The Aqua, right? Who listen in sincerity and in truth, shalom, peace and safety to your families. Right, this is geometry and I come. I'm Brother Bara, this Brother Kalab, Brother Yahweh, on my right and on the left, the off the frame, Brother Khan, right? We simulcasting on what geometry is regimental, which means we reboot by the way, and put on your whole armor, the Yahweh Shemel, right? Or put on the whole armor of the Most High, right? Alright, so we begin, right? Because starting off with First Thessalonians 5:3 anyway. Right. Yeah, because Donald Trump basically he reopened the government today, right? So in other words, he end the so-called. It appears that he end the so-called tailspin of destruction, right? People crying out for food, famine, drought, pestilence, and then they go on crying out, Donald Trump, please open back the government. Just want to work. You're begging for slavery. Imagine that. Is Israel a homeborn slave? We are kings and rulers of the earth. We have dominion over these heathen and everything. But you all desire to work and to work for a pension. All you want to do is work your whole life to get a pension that, in your old age, you can't even enjoy nothing, especially as a Jeep, with all the diseases that is created. Go ahead.
This is First Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. It says, For when they shall say peace and safety.
Yeah, when they shall say peace and safety, now you're saying peace and safety, the government will open, right? But guess what? Only will get a leave past November, that will pack up with additional work because it's basically 2 months years out, right? Almost 2 months. April, December, and in what, maybe 26th of January, right? 32 days. Guess what? You're not going to get let up on your taxes. You're still going to have to pay back taxes, right? You still have bills to pay. Double up on bills, yeah, and you're not going to be paid. But Lord knows how Trump going to do it. But, it's not going to be a nice thing. You can get same peace and safety because you have a work now. The salary going to come in. But go ahead. It's just a forward and the curses. The scripture says what? They shall earn wages to put in bags with holes, right? So the hole is even bigger now, right? Because the government will shut down. You're in more debt. What about the debt that America owe in China? How much trillions of dollars, right? And these other nations, right? What about the Dow Jones and the stock market and all these different things? It fluctuated. When they were saying peace and safety, what?
It says, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
And sudden destruction cometh upon them. And this is what we're looking forward to. These prophecies to be fulfilled. The destruction at hand. And at the same time, simultaneously, just like the simulcast through the spirit, simultaneously is what? Is war being brewed. And all these things is what prophesied Matthew 24, verse 7. All these simultaneously and what second Ezra chapter 9, right? Simultaneously.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. It says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Are you seeing that? Hey, right now the Most High tearing shit out he tearing a new shit all out of Indonesia, right? Indonesia constantly plagued, right? Just the other day was Hurricane Maria and all these different things. Puerto Rico, these different islands, right? Most High doing all these things is for reproof, but the leaders and the people, they don't know the scriptures, right? So they're not putting you all in order. The scripture talk about preparing Israel at the gate for the day of the Lord, right? We let you all know that this is judgment of the Most High, right? These things are happening as judgment, death, right? What we had a blood moon, right? The blood moon, these things, eclipse, solar and lunar, right? Even blood, They call this one a super blood wolf moon, right? Which is spiritual because what wolf goes back to Benjamin. Benjamin is asking about the ravening wolf, and what he would do before he would bring forth that destruction as a predator, what they do, they howl, they make great noise, oh, they howl, right? And this is the most high howling to the spirit, right? They all repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Besides these things that happening on earth, what you call for mother nature, it's not mother nature, right? Actually, if it's anything, it'll be father nature because it's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the creator of all earth, the father of all things in heaven and on earth, right? You'll give this woman too much worship and you'll give this devil too much worship. You understand? Well, finish watching 24, you can go to this. You go on, you can read out.
It says in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the beginning of sorrows. So you're saying peace and safety, right? But it's the beginning of sorrows. I can get Isaiah 57, verse 21, Baba Bashar, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows. There's no peace. Right?
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6. You're mentioning you had a wolf super blood moon. You know, Isaiah 13 verse 6 says, holy, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is at hand. It's coming. Come quickly. And guess what? The scripture said the eyes of the Lord is upon a sinful kingdom. Right? So destruction is at hand because what? The day of the Lord is not a day of it's not the day of hugs and kisses. It's a day of judgment.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
It says,
Salaki and through the spirit, brother Marcus, our camp leader, and I was going through that this morning. Right? I had a dream. Right? And we was going through it because along the dream, I can't remember, I can't recall the whole dream right now, but that's the point. Marcus, I was arguing with a Muslim guy in the dream, and he was arguing about measurement, and the Muslim guy was trying to rub him because by the measurement is the price, right? And we went into the word measurement, and the word measurement goes back to the word judgment. What Second Ezra 9:1 going down says, it said, measure all the time diligently within itself. So we're measuring what? The judgment of the Lord. And how we doing that? Through the prophecies. The prophecies is judgment, right? These heathen being judged for their idolatry. Is being judged for the whoredom. It's just judgment being placed. The scripture says, wherever a man sinned, there shall he be judged. Right? So it's judgment, and there's the understanding that these people lack. There's lack of understanding on the planet Earth. You understand? There's not a lack of knowledge because the prophets are on the earth, right? We give all praise and say how much shine for that. Because what? Seeing this us, the Hebrew Israelites that are out here, have been out here from since the 70s, the time of Abba Bibins, which is Elijah in reincarnation, if you can receive it, right? From then till now, 2007, it going on what? Us or the Hebrew Israelites going up on the YouTube. 2006, they had an Israelite camp. But through the Spirit, we get through GMS to come on what? 2007, the spiritual name with millstone. The millstone, which is used as what grind mean. Spiritually, we grind all false doctrine. We stand in the defense of what? The gospel, the true gospel, the true word. Because the Holy Spirit, Yahweh, Shem, Yahushai, Rakah, Kodash, right? It's a spirit of understanding. And this is what you get in Great Millstone.
That's right.
Understanding, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7. Wisdom is a principal thing.
Wisdom is a principal thing. Go ahead.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Principle is what? Beginning. You have the principle and interest. The principle is principle by rate by time. Because what interest? But interest is basically usury in the scriptures. And there's only one time the scripture speaks about usury in a positive light. And when it concerns this word. Right? We're supposed to take this word and put this word to usury, exchanging it, and what we putting it out, we studying and we putting out, and other brothers studying, and their portion of the Spirit give us what again, and our portion of the Spirit give them again, right? But we are all in one body. That's the only time the usury is used in a positive light. Other than that, you're not supposed to use usury against your brother. You understand? Right. It's a sin. Right? Go ahead.
It says, Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. Wisdom is a principal thing.
Yeah, wisdom is a principal thing. The beginning is the beginning of it all, right? Because what? Scripture says, The scripture says, wisdom and knowledge, Isaiah 33:6, shall be the sleepability at thy time. And we in the time that we need sleepability. Because when you go to Luke 21, it speaks about what the time of perplexity, right? And when we go into that word perplexity, it goes back into what? Confusion, right? A confused state, not when going deep into that word confusion, not knowing which way to turn or which path to take, right? Unless this is what we're going to find happening in these other Israelite camps that choose to what one on the higher, the Shire, the Most High, and Christ, and whatever Christianity, Islam, and all these other different things. It's not going to have peace. It's not going to have peace. It's just right now is a steady progression of what? Of war, of anger, of violence, of corruption. Because this is nothing new. This is a reincarnation of the time of Noah, right? Because what happened in the time of Noah? The time of Noah was what? The first death. And the scripture in Revelation talks about what? The second death. The first death was what? By water. What was the reason of the first death? The reason of the first death, when you go back to Genesis chapter 6 and 11, is because the whole earth was what? Corrupt. When you look up the word corrupt, it means what? To be decayed, to be ruined and utterly spoiled, right? There's no values. The so-called moral fabric, when you go, moral goes back to what the law is, right? The so-called moral fabric of this place is what? It is non-existent, right? It's only lies, only deceit, it's only usury, it's only treachery, it's only wickedness, usurping. It's just this place is true. It has this place is literally hell. The whole earth is hell right now.
It says, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Yeah, get understanding. Right? With that understanding, you get to know what time or what season you're in. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. So everything is a time and a season. All right, now in time of war, right? After yourself?
The idea.
Yeah, 33.
33?
Yeah, that's it. Isaiah 57 and 3.
Right.
And sorry,
This is Isaiah 57 and verse 21. It says, there is no peace, said Yahweh, to the wicked.
There's no peace to the wicked, right? 2/3 of our nation are wicked, and the wicked is speaking about here is he that Esau, right? There's no peace to the wicked. So even though it appears that it's going to have peace because what the government shutdown has been eased up, the tailspin has been ended, no, there's no peace. Thus says the Lord, right? That's something, huh?
That's something.
Go ahead.
This is an article that come out on CSRA News. It says food stamp recipient to receive February benefits early due to shutdown, right? But in this article, it's saying this article come out on the 15th of January 2019. And it's saying this. It said the South Carolina Department of Social Service saying in a press release it will issue February SNAP benefit early, and no additional benefit will be issued during the month, even if the government reopen. So to make it clear, even if the government reopen, they're not going to receive this SNAP benefit. So to make it clear, so don't get it twisted because the government open. They still back up behind pay your bills. You understand? You're not guaranteed that they're gonna continue to fund the rental assistance or your food stamp. Because now they're giving you now they have a law that they can give you your food in a box. You understand? So things just get worse. Things not gonna get better.
Yeah, that food in the box thing is no diversity, no uniqueness.
Yeah.
Right? You eat what you get, right? That's when it comes to it, eat what you get.
Right.
And guess what? The world doesn't have to be that way. It's Esau, the bank, through the bankers, the elites on the left hand side, they control and manipulate the stage. They have the world in that position because why? They move the different nations into GDP that they desire, right? Which is gross domestic product, right? So they will have certain countries produce certain products and then they would what trade by what ships, right? So a way to know that the economy has ended or crashing is what by the frequency in which the ships sail, and the ships not sailing, right? The ships not sailing, or they sailing less, because there still is trade going on. You know, one of the brothers, he work on a car lot and what up to tonight they're still bringing in cars. I mean, cars selling. All the cars coming into the country, they're coming in what by ships. You understand? So some of the things still stealing, but how they set it up is like you'll have one country produce rice or rice and flour. Other countries produce what? Technology. Other countries produce what? Key. Other countries produce banana. Other countries produce whatever it may be. And you would trade it. So you see the majority of your grapes might come from what, California, right? The majority of your mangoes might come from what, Guyana, right? The majority of your bananas may come from what, St. Lucia, like that, you know. So this is how Esau has set or staged. The Bible scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24, right? So this is how the wicked has set up the earth. And there's no peace for the wicked. Because why? Because of the wickedness. You finished?
Yeah.
So who read?
I read just about the Isaiah.
Right, so Jeremiah.
Yeah, this is the Jeremiah 51 and 57. Yeah, it says,
Chapter 6.
right, so this is Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquities, for this is the time of Yahweh vengeance.
That's the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord, those songs sweet to me. Reading that scripture, those songs nice to me. The day of the Lord is a day of vengeance.
That's right.
You understand? It's a day of judgment. As a matter of fact, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9 and 10, I think. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. So that come on, I'll start at 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Right? I say this is the day of the Lord. Recompense for what the captivity that we went through as a nation. The Negro to Latinos and the native, and that's a beautiful thing that the Most High does. He doesn't just judge one man for going on, he judges the nation. Right? So Esau, your descendants, these children, this little nasty looking my boy that stood up against this agent provocateur Phillips, right? Native American, right? The crisis actor, right? Esau stand up in great boldness in front of him, but it was all what is all a charade is being made out. Or guess what? At the end of the charade is who? The Hebrew Israelites. Going back to prophecy again, we shall be hated for the Lord's name's sake, right? And even as the apostles would have said that these camps, these phony camps, they could be set up to what? To put us up. But nevertheless, the Most High was ruling with Judas, and Judas was what? A sellout. Judas was a sellout. But Judas was one of the disciples. Right? So guess what? They're going on as Hebrew Israelites, but they're not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're not the Yasharala. Right? But nevertheless, it's all to the praise and glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the nation have been awoken to know that they're Israelites. But the true knowledge of prophecy is with who? Is with GMS, written in stone. Right?
And they were appointed. They were appointed to the lot too. There's the lot.
Yeah, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. This is the time of the Lord vengeance, judgment, right? Payback, right? Righteous anger, which is what indignation. He wanna give back to our captors, because we're still in captivity, we're still in the hand of Esau. We can't travel out of this country without presenting with a passport or identification card. We must have a visa. We have to pay for these things too. Everything you have to pay for. You have to pay for water, right? You have to pay for water. If rainfall and catching a certain amount of water, you can be charged with, right? You see, once you rainfall, right, and it fall and touch the earth or reach down in any vessel, the so-called water company owns it. You understand? They treat ship and they pump it back to you, right? They treat wastewater and pump it back to you as potable water, right? That's the system that is designed, right? They take what the natural springs and they take them waters and they bottle it, inducing what estrogen to the feminine in men, right? And what and we all manner of abomination that they do. And they charge you for it. Imagine you have to pay for water. But the Lord said, it is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. And the Esau has you paying for water. Imagine that, right? We in hell.
Bishop said,
Right.
the scripture said we own water. This is limitation. Yeah, this is Lamentation, chapter 5, verse 4. He said, we have drunken our water for money. He said, our wood is sold unto us. Yes, we drunken our own water for money. So the water belongs to us. So we gotta pay for that. As your brother going into, we paying for filtered water. Because the same water that is run out from your shower, all the same water Esau is processed back and give you that to drink. You understand? That's what this devil is do. You understand? Everything defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
And then they trick and tell you what? Check your pH. pH just all a pH does is talk about the alkalinity and the acidity of our water. But water is supposed to give you what? Water is supposed to give you minerals. If you don't have minerals in your water in the right balance, water is gonna hydrate the cells, but you're not gonna benefit from it much other than the hydration.
Yeah.
You understand, having the H2 in your system, but the water is supposed to bring minerals, calcium, sulfites, or
Alkaline,
alkaline, all these different things. It's supposed to bring minerals into your body.
That's why before it burns that well. Because the earth is do all of that. The earth is purify the water.
Right, and this will verify that too, because in Afghanistan, one of the in modern fake ass medicine, they say what they have osteoporosis from lack of calcium. That's not true. When the doctors was dealing with them in the soldiers and shit was dealing with them in Afghanistan, they realized they had high cases of osteoporosis. And when you look into it, they was digging deep. They had to dig deeper for wells, right? Because remember, of course, they have a portion of desert. I think it has. But they used to be digging deep for wells. The deeper they go, the water was more mineralized. It was high in minerals. So you see, put it in the right balance, because a spring will bring up that water in the right balance. Right? Now, when they dig the man-made wells, you go deeper and you unleash different minerals in higher concentration. And your body suffer from what heavy metals, right? Because you have high concentration of metals in the system, right? For iron, zinc, all these metals, copper is minerals too. That's gonna be in what water, right? So Esau is the devil and deceiver that we speak about, right? Plants give you minerals, plants give you zinc, right? Water give you these minerals too, but in the right proportion. That's how the Most High set it up. But Esau mines, right? These things too, and they put them, they spray it as chemtrails in the air, causing the body to be sick, using them as what catalysts to what trigger off different diseases. Then they say that this disease is carried by a mosquito. It's a mosquito-borne virus. No, they just spray chemtrail in the air, which is a catalyst to the different imbalances that they already hit you up with some shots.
Yeah.
You remember they hit you some shots to tell you that you need tetanus against what? Rust? Is rust tetanus or metal?
Yeah.
They get cut with metal. You need
Tetanus infection.
Hep C, hepatitis C. You need this shot, you need that shot, all this other bullshit. Esau is the devil, right? The Lord made us perfect. He just when you finish, he said, "What?" The Bukhari said, "The work was good."
It was good.
And it was good, right? It was complete. Right? This devil is a liar. Go ahead, precept. My battery might die on James Mental. If not, we are putting on the whole armor of the Most High. Go ahead.
Mark chapter 37 and verse 37. So like Psalms, the 37 verse 37. It says, Mark the perfect man.
Yeah, mark the perfect man. You will perfect means to be complete. Why?
It says, and behold, the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
Yeah, and that man is peace, and that is Jacob by nature. Come when you go back to the prophecies in Genesis 25 and 25 go on down, it says what? Jacob was cool, dwelling in tents. And that's what Jacob was about. We was doing a study and watching some videos on each one, the text, not the weaponry. Esau is all about war and all about death. The scripture describes what death and hell. Them alongside with Eve.
Um,
You understand? It's death and hell, right? But Jacob is what? Peace. At the end of the day, we're doing this work to dwell in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be peace. The scripture said when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice because when they're in peace. Everybody free to do what they want except idol worship and so on and so forth in the kingdom of heaven. You're heathen when you think about serving Mahatma Gandhi and Krishna and Buddha and Sai Baba and all that shit, you're going to chop your head off.
Preaching the gospel of peace.
But
It's Psalm 7 and verse 9. It says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end.
yeah, let the wickedness and the wicked come to an end. That's why the Lord said, you're going to leave them no fruit, no branch, nor what? No root. You're going to get cut off after 1,000 years, right? After 1,000 years. And these heathen, hey, you're going to know it's not to go up and worship my idols. Why?
It says, but it's established the just.
Establish it just. Who's it just? The poor. Is it just? And who's the poor? Israel. Why? We're going to be established. All the words that we speak, it's not our words. Supposed to begin. The words that we speak is the words that we have our Shimei Shai.
That's right.
We come, thus say the Lord, Isaiah 8 and 20. We come from his scripts, but with understanding. Why? And what the Lord said, no word come out of his mouth is going to be void. Right? No word is going to be void. In other words, they're all going to come to pass. In Numbers 23 or 24, it says what? The Most High, nor the Son of the Most High, is not as man that they should lie. Had he said it and not do it, he's going to do it. Right? So we're going to be glorified, we're going to be justified. Right? Because the work that we're doing it in the name of Yahweh Shimei Shai. So it's going to go to his glory ultimately. Right? It's not of our own strength. But Shalom, Yahweh Shimei Shai, Bashim Harakak, Badash Brakata, GMS Lahan. Again, this battery might die on resourcement. So we on GMS put on the whole armor of the Most High.
Right. Right. Good.
Psalm 73 and verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment.
That is super white man. You're not in trouble as other men. Right? Because from birth, you see, when you're born, right, for example, I have an uncle out there in Babylon in New York. And you see, he's when he sit among the Jews, when they speak, they command and they demand, right? Whereas we have to know, we have to wonder, we have to wonder, we have to hope, we have to work towards. We have a different disposition when it comes to anything in this planet because we're underneath the curses and they're underneath the blessing. You understand? Right? So they're not in trouble as other men. They're not in trouble as other men, but we are. Just walking out of the street. If you watch the movie Boys in the Hood, that was a good representation of how we always in trouble.
Right.
You understand? But we don't have to watch it because Boys in the Hood is as watching the evening news. Right? A cop's getting a J getting shot down in the street.
Yeah.
You understand? Today I was going home and I was going home and I was just swinging in. We saw two cops or two guys walking in between the two cops, handcuffed together. You understand? Then I was seeing a video where some cops plant a gun on a guy. The policeman just walk up to that guy, hit him and slap. And he hit him back because he was, but he had allergies. He had police in his back. Yes. Right? He hit him and slap. He retaliated. Right? And a fight ensued. But it was a whole plan. You know how they do the thing. Right? Nevertheless, the police bring a gun out of the van and plant. And the man say, look, we don't find a gun. The man was there by himself. Where you gun come out from? In a plastic bag. But it was all on camera. You understand? But he was what? A Jake. Who's that Jake? You know? Right.
It says in verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish.
Yeah.
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily.
Yes, this is what we like that Jake lived in. He goes to Latinos and he native the 12 tribes from South America, shit up to the north. Four corners of the planet, wherever Jake is. We are the ones oppressed. We are the ones in trouble. We are the ones that the slaves. We make it happen for them. You know, we go out in the fields and we toil for them. That's why the government shutdown it wasn't affecting Esau as much as it was affecting Jake because they put Jake in them government positions to work as a TSA, right? To work them long hard shifts, being security, being bus drivers, being cashiers in the DMV, being doing all these different remedial jobs. They put Jake to do that shit, right? Because Jake have that fucking nigger attitude, right? So when you go into them, but guess what? At certain places they will pull them back because what? They love to have that facade of what customer service, good customer service. So they might put Drake through that rigorous training to smile and be deceitful like them. You can have the worst day. You saw have the worst day. Hi, how are you, Bob? How's the day going? How's the weather like? That's how they are. That's how Esau is. No,
Yeah.
I went to I think it was Mr. Salga. I went to a real far city in it was like 4 to 6 hours ground transport from the airport in Canada, right? Like where my aunt was, it's like she alone, she and some Elamites were the only people of color, melanated people in that city. So like when we was walking through, we were walking through, and somebody else, and it's like, well, hi, it's that same bullshit. Hi, how are you doing? How's the weather? You know, the weather was, yeah. That's one other thing they like to ask, and then they would say like, I have a black friend. I have a black friend, you know, and now guess what? That one black friend was my aunt. You know, through all these city, the tongue or whatever it may be, right? But they have this willing home rules. They can have the shittiest day. They could have got up and things start from as they come off the bed, but they'll come out there and smile. Hi, good day, Bob. How are you going? How's the weather?
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse. I'll start at verse 10. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is to gall, it is the gall of the asp within him. He had swallowed down riches.
Yes, the guy that they asked go back to the poison and the silver, right? Yeah, back to that. Right, go back to the poison and the silver. That's his doctrine, his philosophy, right? His so-called democracy. They say they have a democracy where you vote a government by the people and for the people, yet still they fucking supporting a guy who just commit clear treason, one guy who come out of nowhere, right? And declares himself the president of Venezuela, America, and certain European countries, right? Totally back that bullshit.
Yeah, France, Germany, and the UK.
Can't.
Yeah,
They
all
back
Edomites.
all in my country. You see? They are hypocrites. The most I say the tabernacle are hypocrites will be destroyed. Go ahead.
So like the ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, he want to what side the Trinidad and Tobago government stand on.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Because he was deceived.
Yeah, some class in news, so you want to know. So this island will be in shambles.
Yeah, because we do oil deal with them.
Yeah.
For the dragon field.
Yeah.
Right? To buy gas from them. The governments of Russia, Iran, and China, they back home. And then they are superpowers. They're not just some pushover nation.
Yeah.
And guess what? America have been angering India and Pakistan in the most recent term.
Yeah.
So most likely they'll back Russia and China as allies, right?
Yeah. India with them because India go back to the Media and the Persian.
Uh,
India is part of the Persian Empire with alongside Iran. So they will be with Russia.
you understand? The Koreans,
Yeah.
right? We do a sorry, Trinidad. I did a deal with them, Prime Minister of Trinidad, right? We did a deal with them to buy oil. They shut down our oil refining to buy oil from them to get processed over here. How oil is supposed to go? You understand? So
Yeah.
whose side you on? So I'm a second down where take this place
Yeah,
off.
if you don't do it, just prepare for sanction.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? We are total import island. You understand? So the
Yeah.
time when Jacob trouble. So according to IUIC, Jacob trouble is not gonna come. So that makes them false profit. It makes them false profits.
Yeah.
Right? They have a branch of IUIC down here. What are they gonna do in that time? And when you go to Luke 21, it's in time of what? Of perplexity. You're gonna be confused. All the time is that them GMS niggas, them GMS niggas is niggas, they ain't real. But you're preaching about marriage.
That's the election.
Yeah, you're preaching about marriage and having a happy life. There's a time and season for everything under the sun. Ecclesiastes 3:1. You're out of timing. You know, timing here, and you way down fucking south. You understand? You out of that timing. You know, you're missing a gear. You skip a gear.
This is on Romans 3 and 13. It says, their throat is an open,
Sepulchre.
yeah.
Right? A sepulchre is a tomb where for a body. And Yahushua was in a sepulchre. Right? He was in a sepulchre that he didn't have his fathers before him. It was a fresh tomb. Right? Yahushua was in a sepulchre. Right? Joseph asked for his bones to go back to what? If to come out of Egypt and go back to what? To where his fathers were from. You know? What?
Yeah, it says, with their tongue they have used deceit.
With the tongue they have used deceit. Right?
Poison perhaps is on their lips.
Right? That's the soup one, which was what? Esau in the garden. Esau was Cain. Right? And Esau was Esau. But that's his spirit. Right?
Poison is democracy.
Next one there. It says, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Verse 15 it says, their feet are swift to
His
shed
mouth
blood.
is full of cursing and bitterness. Everything that he said to do is a curse unto you, especially Jake, because Jake, right? We're not bound by the law, but the law is how we should be living ultimately. If he was living by the law, the land would bring forth his yield, but it's not, right? If he was living under the law, our home would be in order, our houses would be blessed. You understand? Ultimately, by not by the woman, no separate. The woman would be in order if they was born, and then our fruit, our basket, you know, the whole of Genesis 28 from 2 going down to what 14. Right? He was living by the law, but how Esau say? Esau put evil for good and good for evil. So it has become what a curse. Right? So his mouth is full of cursing. LGBTQ plus, right? You understand?
That's the same thing Cain do. Cain know he's supposed to sacrifice the first land of the
fatland of the
animal.
Yeah.
Right? And we bring.
He bring vegetables.
Yeah. See the spirit inside.
He bring a fruit salad to the Lord.
Yeah. See the spirit inside.
Yeah, deception. When the Most High asked him, hey, where's thy brother? He said, I don't know, am I my brother's keeper? He lied. He's also a murderer.
He is the brother.
You understand? Why?
Yeah, it says, destruction and misery are in their ways, and the way of peace have they not known.
That's why they're saying that they acknowledge Juan Guaido as the interim president of Venezuela. You understand? The way of peace they don't know. There's not peace. You promoted no peace, then you promoted segregation because there's how the Edomites rule. They go in, they infiltrate, they divide a nation and conquer them and take over the resources. You understand? They don't care about you Israelites. You so-called Venezuela Israelite. You Israelites are foolish. You're not supposed to even allowing these devils to separate y'all. You understand? It's Americans who put sanction on Venezuela, like Venezuela going through the crisis right now. It's these who put sanction on y'all. You understand? And this one you want Guaido. He's just a puppet for the elites. You understand?
35 years old, rise out of the dust.
Yeah. You understand? He set up to what? To lead you Israelite to the slaughter. You understand?
This is 2 Ezra chapter 11, verse 14. And the fourth came over all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. It says,
Yes, he's alright, eh? The blessing is the sword, which go back to technology. Right? And then the other blessing is deceit, because the most I say he made the beast more subtle than any other beast in the field. He said you are a beast. And if you want something, I go back to craft, the trickery. You understand? So this is your blessings.
this is Psalms 10 and 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
God.
He sitteth in the looking places of the villages, and the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
Exactly. And why the government shut down? Who we think it attack? As your brother mentioned earlier, who we think it attack? Is that attack on you, Jakes?
That's right.
You understand? It attack you, Jakes. You understand?
Scripture said concerning them on their own, he said, if he's wicked to himself, right, who will he be good unto? Right? So to hell with the two-time losers, the Edomites who suffering on the thing, because what he's so totally wicked. The scripture said that he hates two things, 7 things that he hates. I think it was in your pocket pot. When he talks about he is a man of war who suffered poverty. Right? Look how much of the veterans you all have that went and so-called fight for the American dream, right? So-called fight to protect the American livelihood. They are out on the street. If so many of them facing this winter as what? As vagabonds, as vagrants, right? With no heat, right? The soup kitchens, what would have happened unto them? What were the temporary shelters? Like they show it in the movie with Will Smith and his son. Um, I forget that movie name, but when he was selling them devices, the medical devices. Uh, yeah, he with him and his son.
When he was living on the street and all kind
Yeah,
of
and
things.
they went to the south with the sleep, and the shelters was with you had to go to the shelter every night. But you had to line up, and a certain amount of people would get inside, and you just had to sleep on the street, right? Yeah, that's what happening here now, right? When the government shut down, who provided what monies to you know to run these different programs? Nobody. Who feeling the brunt of it? The jail. The hell with these two-time losers, the Edomites. Because they call these statistics and they'll tell you that had so much amount of white people and so much amount. We don't care about the white people. We don't care about them because right, these Edomites, they are the devil. And they set up to make their own people suffer.
Yeah.
The scripture said their bellies can never be filled.
That one heart to wish.
Yeah, they can never have enough.
Scripture said the have more than the heart could wish, isn't it?
And what you all doing with it?
Man and heart to desire.
What you all doing with it? You all ain't even doing nothing with it. Right? You're just holding it up. You're just holding it. But all through the spirit, because the most I say, the gold is mine, the silver is mine. You're gonna use these natural treasures that you found, gold, that you took and make nice little blocks, little bricks. And then what do you call yourselves? You call yourselves your secret society, you call yourselves masons. You're gonna build you're naturally gonna build the houses, the palaces, the streets you're gonna pave with what these gold bricks. We're going to be walking in the vibration of glory, right? We're going to be sitting in the vibration of glory, living, resting our heads, right? In gold. And the scripture says what the stones going to be for the stones going to be silver. You understand? For stones are going to be silver. The streets going to be paved in gold. All these different natural resources like emeralds and crystals and rubies and jade and sapphire and onyx and all these stones. Them vibrations gonna be in wars and in everything.
That's
the
right.
The kingdom gonna be glorious and gonna be peaceful, right? Jade gonna truly shine in that time, right? And so you're going to be eradicated because there's not going to have any need for your level of wickedness.
Okay.
You all are evil. You all are evil in a human form, right? There's the spiritual Satan, right? The good evil what means bad time, right? Right? And there's what Satan which means adversary, and there's the devil which means liar. You all encompass all these things in one. The scripture say increase as what death and hell, right? The most high, the kingdom to come, we don't need that. And these are the heathens, they're peaceful by themselves, you know. Elam, we witness being here in Trinidad, Elam and even Guyana, the brothers from Guyana too, they what? Elam would stay by themselves, you know. Elam doesn't want to diversify because the heads of Elam push that vibration. Don't let them niggas sleep with your daughters. And that is actually righteousness. Nothing wrong with that, right? But G been indoctrinated to what? To love everybody. There's a spirit, there's a vibration, but it's a vibration that's not true. Right?
You take retarded because you don't know when you sleep with that and you pop that.
You see that
The seed, the comfort is not gonna be a Iram. And this way people don't understand.
See? Who's that?
This is the book of Sirach chapter 25 and verse 2. 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I'm greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an adulterer that doted.
Yeah, rich man that is a liar. Who's the rich man? Rich man is Esau. And Esau is a liar. Esau being found out as a liar. Right? Right now, Trump, this is gonna be what two paycheck these government workers gonna miss. And the other article come out recently. Pompeo said that the US ready to send Venezuela 20 million in aid. You understand?
Right. They only want to send 20 million in aid now as Juan Guaido. He call himself president.
Yeah.
What about all the time? What about the caravans that all they was prepared? What about the wall they ability to keep them out? What about all the time they was fleeing to these other Caribbean islands and then they asked for money? You know, they are hypocrites, right? 20 million. How much million in aid?
20 million to in aid, send it to Juan Guaido.
How much you want in to build the wall? 7 billion?
5.7 billion.
Million?
Billion.
Billion? You understand? To build a proper wall to keep these same people out. But you eventually is to try to change up the curses or change up the prophecies, not curses, sorry, the prophecies. The scripture says what? America is an unwalled city. So you're trying to build a wall. Most are gonna foil in all your plans. He's gonna foil all your plans. You can't change it up. You can't change it up. That's why you have the Hubble telescope. And why you have all them satellites out in space to search out spaces. You're taking up the challenge. You know, say if you could change the ordinances of the day and the night, and if you can measure the depths of what the heavens, right? But you can't do it. He would what you curse Israel. You know, you can't do it. You're not gonna get no recompense. No recompense. You're not gonna get repentance. So like get to what?
This is Job chapter 5 verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Right, which is what all these missiles, your RFID chip, which is going to be the mark of the beast. Well, it's your martial law,
Yes.
you know, the monetary system again, your monetary health system, the identification going to be the RFID chip. That's the main device. Most I see you're going to disappoint your device. Go ahead.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So that your hands can perform the enterprise. So yeah, it looked like Donald Trump getting money, or going to getting money to do his work. Right? But the most high God could send a line of chariots to fuck all up on the line. You understand? The most high did that in the time of in the Maccabees. I forget the man's name, you know. I mean it late to Salakia where I fall short. But when he was coming to spoil Onias, the high priest, to come and spoil the treasury.
You made us by the name?
Yeah. The angels, 3 angels came down decked out in gold, and they properly well beat him within an inch of his life. And then the high priest went and give an offering, right? He went and give an offering saying that in case he go back and the king don't believe that the angels do it, and he really sent an army to come and fuck them up, right? To fuck up the Israelites. So that, you understand? He did an offering. And what the angels came back and say, hey, only because he gave that offering, why we in kill you basically, why you're not in the spiritual realm right now. You understand? The most I could do that to you all. And these chariots sections, they what they're uncharted right now. They popping off right through. Look, we see now here, if you look sharp, we look sharp, you will see chariots passing. Right? It's so frequent now. It's so frequent now. Right? They coming closer, clearer. You're actually getting on the field videos, people who have smartphones and whatnot. They get it. That's why you have a secure team, Tyler of secure team. He's a prevalent page right now. There are two face of the moon. You have these different internet YouTube people who are going into what this phenomenon, the word phenomenon goes back to what? Factual. The chariots are factual, they are phenomenon. Right? It was the anytime of Christopher, it was the anytime of the Egyptian. Right? When they stood as a border between the camp of the Israelites and the camp of the Egyptians. Pillar of fire in the night, and a cloud by day. That was the chariot. Right? When Christopher Columbus was so-called discovering a new world, what they call it, St. Elmo's fire, it was leading them. Right? That's the chariots. They have the Halley's Comet. Right? Believe that is a chariot too. It has 7 tails. Right? That comes every how much thousands or hundreds of years. I can't remember. Right?
Hey, Donald Trump is still leaving Syria. They're still there. The couple next excuse now, they said Turkey got to get them a guarantee that they're not going to. They said Turkey got the excuse they use as Turkey got to get them a guarantee that the Kurdish fighters going to be safe. So they don't believe nothing these devils say.
Why would Kurdish fighters need to be safe? And these fighters and these soldiers, what shit they on? They're on bullshit. You understand? Would they have anything else? You can see the comment board.
Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 25. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. He that setteth a trap shall be taken therein.
He has set a trap, shall be taken therein. So he's about to set that trap for who? Jake. For the whole planet Earth. One of that trap is going to be what the RFID chip. And guess what? The scripture says, whosoever stealeth a man and he be found in his hand, he shall be put to death. So we're going to find nations in your hand, and they're going to find pictures of our nation being lost. Some of our nation going to be put to death by the family pestilence and also by the chip. Because when you take the chip, there's a judgment for taking the chip.
That's right.
You understand? And that's part of the pit that they set for who? For us. That pit going to have a judgment behind it. And that judgment is going to be your destruction by nuclear fire. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Alright, it says, this is Psalm 58, 35, back and 8. It says, let destruction come upon him at unaware, and let his net that he had hid catch himself. Into that very destruction, let him fall.
The net go back to his philosophies. This is the net that he casting out there. You understand? He pushing on the people. Because right now, when they're talking about in Venezuela, they want to restore democracy. You understand? There's a net. So everything gonna fall back on this devil. All the trap that he set in, he can fall back on him.
It says in verse Sirach chapter 27 and verse 27, it says, he that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but the vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and anguish shall consume them before they die. and that was gonna happen to the nation of Esau. And these heathen nations, anguish going and take hold of them before they die. The nation of Edom, after he has, executed his so-called will and fails, he's going to go into 1,000 years of slavery, and then he's going to be totally annihilated.
That's right.
Scripture says, that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and one to him that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled. So all the devices that you're creating right now, the scripture say you're wiser than Daniel. So you're using your intelligence, the advantage over Jakes, because Jakes niggas out here dumb.
Yeah.
All right, niggas out here starting to party and bullshit and put their trust in guns and ammunitions and smoke weed. While you you're getting deep into your technology, all right, which is carnalism, and it's still all right, but at a higher level, at a higher standard than typical Jakes. We are the men, and hopefully, like we come in with our spiritual vibration. All right, and spirituality be carnality anytime, any day.
That's
all right,
right.
because in Romans chapter 8, Romans 8, can where
So this is Isaiah 31:1. He said, "Woe to them that go down." No, Salakia. Woe to him that was spoiled to the tree. Can. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. He said, Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. All right, and hey, the things that you creating, the devices that you're making, is to spoil our nation.
Right.
All right, and the scripture asks Jeremiah the prophet that what is Israel a humble slave? All right, why is he spoiled? Because the devil, he pushing out these different philosophies, these different democracies, these different distractions to our people. It's spoiling them. And then what? You're accusing us to the Most High. Look at the people. When it's easy one that set the snares and the traps in our way.
Yeah, easy one said he's somebody black. Who build up? Who fund these abortion facilities? Who's the one who pumping drugs and gun into the community, into J community? Right? Who's the one putting pork and everything? Unknowing to the people. You are that devil.
That's right. But the scripture says, "What the man of sin shall be revealed." All right, the Most High making you bear. So we seeing you all through the spirit of Yahweh Shemeshach, who you all are. All right, we don't see you all like all these niggas see you all as just intelligent man or gentleman. We don't see you all as that. We see you all as the devils.
Base man. The scripture said the vile man shall not be liberal anymore. The world looked at as a liberal man. You understand? But the Most High said the vile man shall not be liberal anymore. Neither shall he be bountiful. You're gonna be bare with nothing, just rags on your back in the caveman style. You're gonna be in. You understand? Isaiah 33:1, he said, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
We're going to deal treacherously with you. All right, we're gonna beat you daily. All right, we're not gonna feed you. All right, we're gonna put your children to death. But we're waiting on the Lord. We're not gonna do that now. Right now, our duty is to preach His word. All right, we're waiting on our Lord Yahweh Shai. Waiting on our Lord Yahweh Shai and Mashiach.
That's right.
For that day of judgment. Right now, what we do through the Spirit is revealing the enemy. All right, revealing the enemy to the elect, waking up the elect as to who is the enemy and getting them in that rightful mindset, where they're supposed to be at. All right, and stop seeing their brother, their own brother, as the enemy, because that was going on right now. That Willie Lynn syndrome still on our people.
Good.
We're fighting down one another, seeing each other as enemies. When the true enemy is the one that holding the whip.
Good.
The one that holding the whip, the one that's saying down and boy, look at these niggas.
Yeah.
The one that controlling the world banking system. These is the true enemies.
Good.
All right?
They make money matter. Because in this world, in this present world, this present kingdom, money is the thing. Scripture say money is the root of all
defense.
evil.
The money is a defense too.
Right? That's what the apostle come out with that lesson on silver.
And you just got the real money, which is this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You don't want it, but you want carnal money. Most I say he is to be rich as a fool.
That's right.
Not know that you come to a poverty. This is the riches you're supposed to be seeking for, which is wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Say we can beat them daily. Right? This is Revelation 13:10. He said, "He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity."
Like slavery. Hardcore. Right.
He said, "He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword." He said, "Here is the patience and the faith of the saint."
Like the patience and the faith of the saints. You know, it's not happening now. All right, but through the Spirit, we seeing it. All right, we done seen you crying. We seen you all screaming. We hearing the cries right now.
Yeah.
All right. Scripture say our heart shall meditate terror. You know, are we meditating it daily upon you all? What we gonna do to the Spirit, you know, unto you people. You know, being that we are part of that hopefully elect, but first we had to try to make it, you know, as that chosen, as that royal seed. You know, we gotta find favor in the eyes of the Most High because what we are unprofitable servants at the end of the day. Because we under your captivity, because we fall short, we fell short. You know, we sinned against our power. So we making amendments now, all right, by humbling ourselves and seeking Him 10 times more. You know, with faith, sincerity, so that we can have you guys. All right?
I would like to say
This
is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversary, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Hey, give me Jeremiah 2 and verse 3. All right. So all that devoured Israel is gonna be devoured. All right, the Most High in plain. All right, that is the Most High's people. You know, if anyone know the precept when Israel was a child, I loved them. You know, the Most High loves Israel. All right, in every Malachi 1. All right, and verse 1, he said, I have loved you. You know, said the Lord. All right, was not Esau Jacob's brother? And the Most High chose you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that play the fool out there. He chose you all. You know, but the elect of us is going to wake up. All right, the elect of us is going to take, all right, grab hold of that great spirit that we have now. You know, we're going to take advantage of it and repent. You know.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse what?
3.
Jeremiah 2 verse 3. Israel was holiness unto Yahweh.
Israel was holiness unto the Most High, separate people, and we still is. All right, these dirty people the Most High looking out for. All right, see, he will never leave us nor forsake us. All right, in Psalms 135, he said what he had remembers in our lowest state. So all in all, so the Most High is still looking at the people, you know. Go ahead, Rock.
It says, and all that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh.
So, hey, as the psalmist says in Psalm 83, there was confederate. All you that was confederate with the so-called white man to devour the Most High people, to cut them off from being a people, all they offend. All right, all these offenders. And the Most High is going to destroy you all.
That's right.
He's going to repay you all. All right? You know, read 1 Thessalonians 1 and 6. It says a righteous thing with the Most High.
Recompense them that trouble you.
And all these things that are happening right now, prophecies unfolding, is just steps, going steps up to the kingdom. One step at a time up to the kingdom.
The kingdom.
Up to that time when you go into slavery.
The kingdom being prepared right before these heathen eyes, and they never realize this would already see it. You know, all these news outlets coming out now and trying to prosecute me and demonize us. But hey, is the kingdom of heaven built right before? Is your Lord's? You see built up right before y'all. Y'all right. Just be ashamed. You know, we gotta go through this persecution. You know, by the grace and mercy, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the elect gonna make it through. You understand? We're gonna make it through. So this is the kingdom of heaven that y'all see right now building before y'all eyes.
16:20. Right. So yeah, so that's why we continue to look out for this prophecy, because we can't wait. You know, but the scripture says, do it tarry, wait for it. All right, it will not tarry, it shall surely come. Right up.
John 16 verse 20. Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Verily, verily, truly. All right, the scripture said the Most High is not a man that he should lie.
Done.
All right, every word that he speaks, all right, he shall perform it. You know, go ahead.
it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, that he shall weep
Ye shall weep,
and lament.
and that's what we do now. We weeping and we lamenting. Look at the people. All right, who is the majority of vagrants? Who's the majority of the people stuck up in these prisons? Who's the majority of the people in these shelters, in these dilapidated areas, in these claustrophobic areas where house join onto house and dies your neighbor?
Yeah.
Which is a curse.
Can
Most I say
Which is
won't
a
to them live a house to
house.
house. And you should still ignore these
each man supposed
signs.
to have his lot, his
Yeah.
big land, his acre.
Yeah.
The space. When you go back to the scripture, Lot and Abraham couldn't dwell together because they didn't have enough space for these two
Exactly.
farms.
Yeah.
You know,
Families,
and if you check it out, I was just the other day I walk in a pool. You know, and I watching these, these Elamites come up and they build it, they take majority of the land and they build it big and then I spread. And I watching and I saying, hey, if Jake had get it spread, about 5-6 houses that have been in that one lot. 5-6 houses that end up being jammed up in that one lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Elam and Esau and all of them, they all about spreading. They ain't sharing. They're greedy.
It's like that spirit of the slave ship. We just compact around together.
Exactly. That's a good point. Because that's what it did us. All right, and hey, you all saying forget slavery, but slavery has a big part to play in the way that some of you all think today and you don't even know it.
Yeah, they destroy the minds of the people. The minds of the people just you can't think outside the box. And those who have been liberated, they have been liberated entire life, except you be in this truth and be of what in the spirit of GMS. You understand? Because what those who liberated in the world, when they think that there's some doctors and some lawyers and some teachers and whatever they may be, you underneath what Esau wants you to think. Right? So you have a few more before we close out, but
It says, but the world shall rejoice, and he shall be sorrowful.
And to the world rejoicing and we sorrowful. All right, go ahead.
It says, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy.
Go ahead.
A woman, when she is in travail, had sorrow because her hour is come.
And these are our hour, these are our time to suffer. All right. We suffering now for our sins, as one of the sons says in Maccabees. For we suffer because of our sins. The wages of sin is death. So right now is our time to sorrow. All right, that is good.
Because brothers always say, wherever a man sin, so shall he be judged. We are sin against the Most High.
That's right.
Right? Prayer of Manasseh. We talk about against thee, only have Psalm 51. Talk about against thee, Lord, we have sinned. We have transgressed Yahweh Bashim Yahushai ways. Right? Yahushai is an image of his father. He's a replica of his father. And we're supposed to be a replica of them both. And we have not been fulfilling that to the best of our ability prior to the prophets coming up on the scene. Right? And the nations resisting it. When I say the nation, I'm talking about the 12 tribes. Right? Because these heathens, they have no part to do with this. These heathens going to know righteousness by force. The scripture says we're going to have scepters in our hands. And what you're going to do with that scepter, you're going to bash these heathens over the head when they go off.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead and finish off.
Yeah, it says, a woman, when she is in travail, had sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembered no more the anguish.
And we waiting for that deliverance from this anguish. And why the scriptures refers to the suffering that goes as a woman in travail, because woman being in travail while bringing forth children is a curse, and the nation of Israel is under curses. Deuteronomy 28, right from 15 to 68. That fits the so-called Black Latinos and Native American Indians. That shows us our identity. To Wara Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Say that these things shall be a sign, on us. All right.
Genesis 3 and 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and they shall be, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So travail, they talk about it being a curse. You say bring forth conception and sorrow and pain. There's pain and sorrow, but after that, you forget about the pain, right? Even some people have the 9 months leading up to the thing. They have all manner of cravings, all manner of health complications. Some women have hemorrhoids, piles. Some women have blood pressure issues, low blood iron, all kind of shit. It's just sorrow, because your Eve is wicked as hell.
It's still proud.
Bro, yeah.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Can. Something like
That's very confusing. That you
Can.
can cheat.
Yeah.
Can. All right. So yeah, and even when you're reading Genesis, it refers to the woman, all right, as Israel, because the scripture says, "What I'll bring enmity between her seed and thy seed," and a woman doesn't have seed.
Good.
All right. So it's speaking of the nation of Israel, which is scripture says that the Most High like any daughters as a delicate and comely woman.
Good.
So you have to put precept upon precept to understand it, to break it down. All right, to get it true understanding, to put it positive together, to see the picture. So you so-called Black Latinos and Native American Indians, all right, you gotta wake up. All right, the elect of us, we gotta wake up, and come out and preach this word, preach the downfall of this devil's kingdom. All right, come Yasharala. All right, arise Israel. Arise ye princes of the power. Stop thinking of yourself to be a nigger or African. You're a royal priesthood, a chosen generation. That's it. Right? So with that, I'm going to give out praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honors, all right, double to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers that surely do well. Peace, love, salutations unto all the brethren and the folk that continue to spread this word, this good gospel in all sincerity and in truth. All right, this is some of the brethren here from GMS Trinidad saying shalom.
Shalom.
Mawat lababal.
Mawat lababal.